welcome back to Life with CheKesha. It is your girl CheKesha Simms, and today I am doing another planner related video. So if you want to see today's video, keep watching. Alright love, so before we get into today's video, welcome and welcome back. I'm so glad that you are here, and I'm pretty sure you have read the title, so I hope you stick around to see my 2024 planner lineup. So before we get all into the meat and potatoes, you already know, thank you again for choosing to watch my little old channel. I so much appreciate you guys. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead and do me a favor and give this video a big old thumbs up. Click that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll never miss any of my videos. Okay, so in today's video, I am going to be showing you the planners that I will be using to help me plan and stay prepared for 2024. And the reason why I add prepare is because your plans are not always your plans, so God gives you these visions so you can write them down so you can be prepared for the time that they do come to fruition. So these items that I have, they are all interchangeable with each other. Some of them are digital, some of them are paper, some of them I may use the whole year, some of them I may change. If you are a planner babe, you already know how we do. We get one planner, find the ones that work, get rid of the ones that don't. But right now, everything that I'm showing you, I have done a little bit of research and I have done a lot of planning and figuring out the things that I feel may work best for me, but I really won't know until I actually put them in practice. But I really think that I have some good planners that I think that you will love. So keep watching while we get into the portion that you all have came to see, my 2024 planner lineup video. All right love, so here is my planner stack that I am using for 2024. I also have some honorable mentions in which I'll kind of explain why those are honorable mentions, but I wanted to show you my main things that I will be using together as well as separate when needed. So we're gonna go ahead and move everything out the way so we can go ahead and get into each component of my 2024 planning and preparation systems. Okay, hopefully this is straight. So we're gonna start with the mothership, the command center, and it is my digital planner. So I want to show you the system that I am currently using, and I'm going to do a flip through of all of my planners as fastly as possible. So if I don't answer all of your questions that you were hoping that I will answer during this video, feel free to drop me a comment. And if you have a specific planner that you want me to feature in an upcoming video, also let me know that in the comments. I actually created my own cover page. This particular planner, when I purchased it, I don't know about now because I purchased it before. I don't know if it comes with an actual cover now, but I created my own cover using some clip art and Canva. And so this is my main page. So this planner is the Flexi Life Planner by the Planner Pixie, and this is by a young lady named Tia Raquel. I will leave all of her information down below, in which I will leave all the information for all the planners that I am using. And again, I hope you can see this. So when you get the planner, you have your welcome page. It has all the information that you need to know about the planner, all of the hyperlinks. She has all of her socials. She has tutorials. This is where you will go if you are planning in a digital planner for the first time and you're not quite sure how to use it. Most digital planner creators now do have a dedicated video on their own pages, whether it be YouTube or any other social media. So make sure you check those out because the creator is going to know their work much better. Just like God creates us, he knows us better than we know ourselves. But this is not a ministry video. But yeah, so everything is here. She has a home tab, and this is going to include all the information on how to use the planner, questions, and she did release this a little bit earlier because of the, I'm just gonna say, the greatness of the planner, because I did the test in this planner and I was like, oh my gosh, I want this planner now. So I have been using this since October, but she does have it broke down so you can go directly to the new year. So this is the little button that you will click here and it'll say yes. This is something that she has linked to an external link, but I'm not going to go out of that. But just to let you know, if you need any help, you just hit that button. So we're going to just get into the planner. I'm not going to get into all of that. It is enabled where you can add your Apple or your Google calendars. Now they're not going to be included in the planner, but you're able to, as you're planning in your digital planner, if you're like, oh, I need to make sure I put this in my Apple calendar or Google calendar, she has links that you'll click. You can set up which calendar you want to set it with, and then as you're planning in your digital planner, you can also plan in your external planners as well. So we're going to start with the 2024 calendar, and so you have your month at a glance or year at a glance, has all of your months here. You have sections here if you want to write underneath them. I don't know if you can see those boxes. Let me zoom in. So see, you have these little gray boxes. You can title them or anything like that. They're underneath each month. Then you have a notes section here. You have your external calendars here that you can link. And I'm going to click on it just to show you. So I'm going to click on my Google Calendar. It has an external link, so it takes me out. And as you can see, I have that set up a lot, but this is where you would do your Google events. It's not going to show up in your planner, but it's an easy way so you don't have to go in and out. And all you have to do is just go back to the top corner of your iPad or tablet. It should take you back to your GoodNotes. So that's there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and swipe. You can swipe or you can click. On the sides is where you have your actual months listed on the side. Now, I have kind of fixed mine the way I like it. So I'm going to show you exactly how I have it in January, and then I'm going to show you how the calendar is when you actually get it. So we're going to just click just to make it easier. So you have a total of 6 calendars. That's the thing that I like about this, because I struggle with having to get multiple digital planners because I need to separate my business stuff, my social media stuff, my scripture writing and reading stuff. But this, you have all the calendars, and then you have some blank spots where you can create your own calendar. So let's pay attention to this part. I'm going to move this real quick. Let me turn my my pencil back on. So these are school and business. I changed them because I wanted it to be social media and business. I could have put that there, but I'm kind of weird. I like for my stuff to be in order. Like, I didn't want this to stay school and business, so I just created my own scripts and put it on top of that. So we're going to just undo this. So this is what I have. So I have a personal calendar, a work calendar, my social media, and my scriptures. I don't use these last two, but if you have multiple planners, you can do it what you have. It does have a Monday start date, which I absolutely love. And then on this planner, each calendar is the same. It looks the exact same. You have your previous month and your upcoming month. You can put your goals here at the bottom, any accomplishments and notes. Now, the great thing about this, she does give you options. If you want a more fuller calendar, you would just click on the, let me turn my pencil back off because I want to have the whole view. You would just click on full calendar, and then you'll lose all of the sidebars and the bottom bars. So you have an option in regards to whether or not you want a full calendar or you want a more functional calendar. This is what I consider functional because you can see the previous months. So if you want to make sure, like, I like to dot stuff that I had previously and stuff that's upcoming, so it'll help me be able to pre-plan and stay prepared within the month. And then I also like to be able to write things down here, just so you can kind of get an idea. This is how I normally like to do my planners. I like to decorate them. So back to January. So within each calendar, you do have some links. So here you have, again, you're in the calendar mode. You have a budget section, you have a wellness section, and you have a notes section. On here, you can access each one of your weeks by clicking the week. You can access your dailies by clicking the days. So let's get into the other tabs before we get into the actual calendar options. So for your finances, this is a nice way for you to be able to have a look at a glance. This is all of your monthly things. You can have your income, your bills, subscriptions, debts, savings, and expenses. Up at the top, which I should have said first, is your monthly income, what you expect, and then at the end you put what you actually had, what you budget to spend, and what you actually spent. So these things are amazing to be able to have. Now, you can always add clickable links into your planners now. GoodNotes have done that, and what I have done is added some links within here for me to be able to use, and I will show those in a future video, just not this one, because I have a lot to unpack in a small amount of time. Then you have your health and wellness. This is where you would track all of your goals. You can track 10 different things, and it has 31 days. That way you're covered whether you have 28 or 30 days or 31 days. You can do your tracker. I like to color code mine just so I can be able to use it better. You have any goals that you want to track, so like your water intake, fitness, all of your doctor's appointments, any medications and vitamins that you take on a regular. And then here is another notes section, and then you have your monthly calendar, and then at the bottom you have extra room as well. I like to use this to decorate, or if I need to, you know, put something on there that I need to put on there. Then you have your notes. This is amazing because I use both sides for two different things. You can use one side to have maybe like a repeat grocery list or a repeat to-do list. Then over here I can do like my content, or you can have, you know, your brain dump. This is a section where you have a lot of functionality. You're just not stuck with one blank note sheet. You have your line and your dot grid, and you can do whatever you want to do with that. Then if you want to go back home, you just hit the home button. It's going to take you back to the beginning, but once you're in your planner, you're not going to have to go on the beginning. But I do want to show you a cool feature. So on your month, you can just tap it and it'll take you back to January. And that's on all of the planners. Or you can tap the day and it'll take you to your daily. Or you can tap the little dot on the side and it'll take you to your weekly. So now, speaking of all of that, let's get into what your weekly layouts look like and what your daily layouts look like. So we're just going to go ahead with week 1. And so you have 3 different layouts. You have your weekly layout where it's like this, where you have more space on Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday are smaller. Or if you want to have your weekly layout like this, in which I love this because I'm more of a lister. This gives me more of an opportunity to just use it as a list, and whatever extra space I have, I can decorate if I want to, or what have you. You have your notes section here, but if you are more of a timed person, you can have a hourly layout. So it still also has it where you can list, but it's listing things hour by hour. And the light gray line in the middle represents like your half-hour spot. I'm not an hourly lister. This will be great for my business section. If I want to be able to write down my clients' appointments, this will be perfect for that. But right now I'm not incorporating that part of my business in my planner as of yet. Then we're going to go back to our weekly one that I like to use. This is my favorite. Like I said, I'm a lister, so I like to go in here with my keyboard and type in all the things. This will double as a note and a to-do section for me. A lot of times I like to hyperlink some things over here so I can just click them and go directly to where I need to go to. But for all of my daily planner babes, if you like to plan daily, all you would have to do is just tap on the day and it'll take you there. So you have two different views. This one is your focus view, where it's just giving you the freedom to create however you want to create this space. I like this focus view. I'm a person that I work better with structure when I am in a pinch and trying to figure out, like, oh my gosh, which way should I go? How should I plan this out? I'm loving this function, this structured focus view section. So it'll tell you your to-do list. So list all your tabs. You can do your top 3. Anything that you didn't finish or you want to delay, you'll just put down here. Then you have your water tracker, and then if you're tracking your breakfast, lunch, dinners, and snacks, you can put that there. You can put your highs and your lows, and you also have an hourly section all together. So you can do weekly and daily, or just weekly or just daily, however you want. But because of the functionality and the app-like structure of this planner, it just makes it so easy to be able to do the things that you need to do without having to do a lot of clicking in and out. What I also like to do is up here, I'll either do like a verse of the day or an affirmation. Here I might put a little deco sticker and a quote or something like that, but you still have a lot of space if you want to be creative. And so each month is exactly the same. You don't have to bookmark. A lot of times when you have a planner, like this planner has 1,367 pages. However, because of how it's structured, everything is together in that month. So you don't have to do any bookmarking, not unless you have a certain, if you're a bookmarker and you'll just bookmark it that way and you'll hit the squares and it'll show everything that you've bookmarked or made as your favorites. So again, this is my 2024 digital planner that I will be using to be my main planner. It is the Command Center. But before I can get into the other planners, I have to tell you how my Command Center speaks to the other planners. Okay, so one of the things that I'm really focusing on in planning and preparing for 2024 is my budget. So I will definitely be using this planner to help me with my budgeting. So I have some things that are not GoodNotes related, but I want to be able to click in my planner to get through them instead of having to swipe up, find the icon, or go out of it. So I have downloaded a digital planner. I've downloaded a PDF no spin notebook from the budget treasure because I want to do a no spin. So because I'm able to now link documents and websites into my planner, I have linked that in here under no spin. So under my financial goals, I have no spin, and all I did was type no spin and I was able to link it. So when I tap it, it's taking me to my no spin workbook. Because it is in my GoodNotes, it's not going to take me to another link. It's just going to pull up the document within GoodNotes. So this is the no spin workbook, and each month you have a no spin calendar and you can write your goals and things like that. Another thing that I have added in here is my bills. So this one is external. I'm not going to show it because I actually have bills listed in there. But this is going to take me to my Notions. My Notions is where I use to be able to get a little more of a deep dive into certain things. And so all I did was just put a little link icon and linked the website in there. And I'll also show y'all in a future video how I do all those things. But again, this is just me trying to show y'all what I'm using and what it looks like. All right, to stay in the vein of main planner, so this is my EDC, which means everyday carry. This is the fraternal twin of my digital planner. It doesn't have as much things in it, but it has a lot of my budget items in here as well. I have done an unboxing with you guys, but I want to show you my setup. I haven't done a lot of changes to this planner. If you've seen this before, this is a Personal Rings planner. I always forget the name of the shop. Oh, this is the shop who the planner is made by, but I did buy this as a gently used purchase from one of my planner friends. So I'm still that girl. I still love decorative planning. I still like setting up all the things, but because I'm going with a more neutral and minimal aesthetic, I don't want to overdo it with doing the most, but I still got to do a little. Okay, so I have this card here. I believe this is from Cloth and Paper. I'm not going to move it because I got it strategically set up right. These are some flowers that I got off of an Etsy shop. Don't remember the name. All of the planner stuff that I have is repurposed. I didn't buy anything new except for some of my budget things. But I'm deciding, I don't know whether or not I'm going to label my dividers because I know where they are. I mean, and then I've noticed in the past I changed up my section so much, having to keep peeling off, making new labels. It's just too much, but I know what I'm using it for. So most of this planner is all Create by Bree, and the other half is Norris Cove. So all of my dashboards are from Create with Bree. That's from her planner bundle, and I will leave the link to her shop as well. So I'm just going to explain each section. So this is my monthly section, in which I have the whole planner in here. Well, I only have 6 months, but I'm thinking about just doing it for 3 months, just because I'll be adding some other things that'll be coming in the future, but that's neither here nor there. So I have my month at a glance or year at a glance calendars here, and then I have my 2024 planner. So this is the January, but it is the January because my birthday is on the 20th, so it's that month. But this is my monthly, and here I will just put my important dates. I'll put icons on here to remind me about bills and my cash stuffing envelope days and things like that. And then it does have weeklies attached to each month, so I'll be doing my weekly planning here. My weekly planning will be all of the main things that I need to make sure that I'm doing during the week in here. In my digital planner, it'll be everything, you know, fun stuff, play stuff, business stuff. But here I will put, like, if I have a doctor's appointment, nail appointment, what bills that I have due, and I'll list all my bills in the section below, just because I want to maintain the space. Or I might use these little boxes here. As you can see, it's some lines here, so I might put like dates and appointments here and bills in this line. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's how I'm going to use my monthly weekly section. Then we get to our finance section, in which this is another Create with Bree dashboard. So this is the monthly budget bundle, or the budget box from Norris Cove. So here is where I'll put my monthly budget. We already went over all the details, but I will also link her video. She did do a full video explaining how to use each insert in the November budget bundle. And even if you didn't get the budget box, I keep saying budget bundle, she does sell these individually on her website. So if you say, hey, I just want the monthly inserts, you can buy them individually. You don't have to buy the whole planner. So this is where I'll be doing my monthly stuff. And then this will be where I do my paycheck. And I have, you can use these as top or bottom tabs. These are actually top tabs, but I just flip them because it's easier to flip at the bottom. I just figure. So this is my paycheck budget. So this is where I will be doing my paycheck budget. I actually have a digital version of this on my planner that I didn't show you because I didn't link it. But I'm doing that in that I'm doing my paycheck budget in there as well. Everything starts in my digital planner, and then everything is then transferred to its perspective planners. The next section is my spending tracker or expense tracker, and I have these color coded with some highlighters, so as I am, you know, doing my weekly budget check-ins, I can go through and highlight the things that are either gas, eating out, groceries, wine, coffee, salon supplies, so forth and so on. But she does have a new system that's coming out that I can't wait to use. The next will be my debt. So this is where I put all of my debt information. And I know y'all are like, you know, why would you make this all with your EDC? Because I realized for me, the reason why I fell short with budgeting and how I spend is because I didn't have it in my face, or I didn't have it to write down right then and there. And so I'll spend and then I'll forget to write down. At least with this, as soon as I write it down, I get my receipt or I spend, I can write it down. Versus, oh, I got to get to my planner. And my iPad is so big, I don't take it everywhere with me. So with that being said, yeah, I need to have it all the time. Then this is my cash envelope breakdown. I may or may not keep this in here. I don't know. I may incorporate that in with another planner that I'm going to show you all in a few minutes. But for now, she lives in here. And this will just break down my sinking funds and my cash envelopes. All right. And the next section, in which I did not have a tab for, but this is just my savings, just to show what I'm going to contribute yearly and monthly. Then the next section are the quarterly inserts. And so this is just giving you a breakdown of your quarters. And this is actually all from the Create with Bree. I know we transitioned from one to another. This is with Create with Bree. So this will give me an opportunity to write down my quarterly goals that I want to set for myself, whether it be for business, personal, vacation, or what have you. So I have the first 6 months in here. These are all blank. And then this is also from Create with Bree. This is the health and family section. And y'all all know my bonus dad just recently was in the hospital, and I found out there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. So I really wanted to keep this in here so I can write that stuff down. So when I go to the doctor with him or I get a call, I have all that information here. I already know all my mother stuff, but I'm going to list it here as well. Just in case I may not be at home and my husband is home and I left my planner, he can have access to this as well. The last section, this is actually an old dashboard that I print and cut myself, and which you can kind of tell. This was from Nora's Cove, and this is just where I have my note paper that came from her shop. On the back, I just have some transparent stickers or tabs. I use it more so for deco. I very rarely use them in my planner. Here is some old script stickers that I had from my shop when I did used to have a sticker shop, and these are just to put down in my planner, you know, list notes, reminders. I have some stickers that I printed from a sticker shop, I can't remember, and this is just an old holiday stickers. And again, I don't have that shop anymore, but I loved it when I had it, but it was hard. Here, I wanted to keep this in here because, again, I need to have it in my face. It's just a reminder of the 50-30-20 budget rule. And then I just have more stickers in here. And as you can see, like I said, I just repurposed stuff that I've had. Because this is a smaller planner, having these smaller pieces in here, I have days of the week if I want to, you know, redate it with these script stickers. And then I just have a cloth and paper clip on here. So this is my EDC planning and budgeting planner. So for my budgeting system, I have told y'all I'm doing the cash envelope system. I went overboard. I'm looking at 3 planners that's sitting over to the right of the camera that are filled with envelopes, but after, you know, doing a little more studying and researching, I said that I am going to start off with one binder for now. So let's get into the binders. So this is going to be my main binder. This is going to be my sinking fund binder. This is off of Amazon. Super cute crocodile. It has a magnetic strap. And then these cash envelopes came from Norris Cove. And after I spent money on all of those envelopes, I'm like, I like these better. So what I did was I just created my own vellum cover in here. So if I want to change it out and say I want to do different sinking funds in this one, I can, versus creating a whole bunch of stickers or buying a whole bunch of cash envelopes. I can just interchange them with that. So I will be cash stuffing at least for the first quarter. It may change for my groceries, gas, utilities, self-care, e-money, in which this is my Credit Karma. I have a Credit Karma debit account in which I want to build that up so I can use that for emergency spending. Then I have my savings challenge, in which I have started the $1 challenge. And I have saved $12 so far. That's a lot, because any other time I'll be tempted to take this money out and use it, but I'm not going to do it. Oh no, I got $13. No, I got 12. I have $12 in here. And so I do have more of these inside that I printed. So I got these from the Aesthetic Dollar. They were freebies. They actually said Aesthetic Dollar, and then it had something else here, but I didn't want it. I think it was like a winter challenge. I just blanked it out using Canva, and then I printed them on vellum paper. I laminated them, and then I cut them. Then she had in her freebies, I showed this when I did the unboxing, but I didn't realize that she had a no spend on the side. So this way I can also track my no spending that I said that I wanted to do. And then this is for, you know, saving for winter savings. So I do plan on January 1st starting a $5 and a maybe a $10, but I'm definitely going to start a $5 challenge. So if it fits, what I'll do is I'll put it in the back of this one like this, and then I'll put my $5 here. And then as it gets too stuffy, I'll just do a I think they call it a consolidation or something like that, where I'll take it out and I will put it in a savings or something like that. So in conjunction with my budget binder, I do have my wallet. This is replacing my everyday wallet. This is a Moterm cover that I've had forever, but they do still have them, so that's why it looks a little tethered and worn. But I'm going to use this as my everyday wallet. It has a nice little zipper here. Right now I just have like some, you know, overflow things in that portion. This is my fly leaf that I just got, and I don't have anything in here right now. Then I just have some credit cards here. This top portion, I'm glad I looked. These are some coupons that I have, a gift card, but this is where I can also, you know, stuff cash as well. This is a Chanel cover that I got off of Etsy. Don't remember the shop. My apologies. So these are my daily cash envelopes. I did order these from Amazon. And I know the handwriting on here, y'all probably like, what does it say? But I like the font and I know what it says, so that's all that matters. So this is going to be my daily allowance, and this will go towards if I want to go out and get something to eat, or Trader Joe's, because I consider my Trader Joe's shopping is a treat, because most of the stuff that I buy is not stuff that I have for my regular grocery shopping. Groceries, which is for the house, so when I have to go pick up juice and ice cream and chicken and stuff like that. And as well, I'm going to include some household things in grocery, because typically if I do go grocery shopping, I do pick up like my toilet paper or my paper towels and things like that. So I'm not going to make a separate envelope because normally the pickup is all the same. Gas is, you know, self-explanatory. Eating out, I did say this allowance was for eating out. I may change this, but this is eating out. I don't eat out that much, but I have that here, so that might change. And then my tips, this is when my clients give me tips. I can just stuff it in here, so at the end of the week I can be able to count it out and then disperse it how I use it, in which normally my tip money then goes towards like my eating out or my allowance. Then in the back I just have like some little credit card, not credit cards, you know, cards that people, business cards. In the back I have some business cards, and then I have some other cards here that I don't use, but I don't like hiding my cards from me because I feel like if I have to hide stuff from myself, that means that I'm weak and I don't have any willpower. So I'd rather keep them because this will help me strengthen how I spend my money. Okay, so the last part of my budgeting system is this A5 binder. This is a oldie but a goodie. When I used to have my cloth and paper subscription, this was actually a part of a budgeting was the theme for that particular year, and I didn't think about that until after I put it together. I'm like, oh, when I got this is when she did her budget theme. So anyway, so I decided to use this as a preparation center, or I don't know how to explain it, but the inserts will explain itself. So I have my cloth and paper black matte clip here. My dividers, I made them myself on my silhouette machine. Again, no labels because y'all know planner babes, you get after the next quarter, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. So this is just to separate more than anything. So here's where I have my visible physical no spin calendar, and I printed a couple of months of those out. The next thing is my sinking fund tracker. So this is more like going to be like a tracker for everything that I'm trying to do financially. And it may get used all the time. It may be more of a, you know, let's do a weekly budget recap. And I'll go in here and update these things. But I have my sinking funds, and you can list the categories and the amount and the balance. Then I have my cash planning. So this is when I am prepping to stuff my cash envelopes. So like for eating out, if I have $100, I can break down the increments of whether they're hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, or $1. And I printed off quite a few of these. And then these last 3 sections are blank. They may get filled, they may not, but you know, that's that. All right, so these are my honorable mentions, and just because they're honorable mentions do not mean that they are any less important, but because they're not technically planners, that's why I'm calling them honorable mentions. But in anything, before you can plan, you have to make sure that your thoughts are aligned and that you are renewing your thoughts and connecting to what God is telling you. So these are very important pieces that I am going to incorporate and intentionally put into my routine. I do them sometimes and then sometimes I don't. Just like I plan sometimes and sometimes I don't. And that's life, it happens. But we are going to get in a place of where we're going to do versus try. Because once you say that's what you want to do, just do it. Just do it. So the first one I've showed before, this is the 5-minute journal. You can get it from Barnes & Noble. I think Target sells them, but they also have them on Amazon, and I will leave my Amazon link so you can find that as well. So quick flip through. Like I said, I've been using this, so I'm just going to go to a blank page. The reason why they call it a 5-minute journal is because it gives you prompts, and it should cut down the thinking time in regards to thinking about what you should journal, what you should write. The prompts makes it so much easier. Sometimes it may take me a little more than 5 minutes, because sometimes, some days, I don't feel like I'm grateful for anything. And it's not because I am ungrateful. It's just that when life throws you mud balls, you feel like, oh. So anyway, so these is undated. So whether you start today and don't pick it back up until a week from now, it's okay. But you're gonna do it. You're gonna get up and you're gonna do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until it becomes habit. So you just put your date, and then you put whatever the year is. The beginning, it always starts out with some type of quote. This one has a weekly challenge. So every day is going to be something different. But your top 3 things that you're grateful for, the top 3 things that would make today great, and then a daily affirmation. This is the part that always stumbles me because I sometimes don't know what I want to affirm for the day. So I do have an app that I use from time to time if I need encouragement with that. And then you come back before nighttime and you put the top 3 things that are the highlights of your day and what did you learn today. And I really like that part, because a lot of times you don't think about what you actually learn from the day's events and experiences. So this is one of my honorable mentions, but it's not any less important than the rest. The next thing is this Strawology. It is a dot grid notebook, and I want to use this to do the sunshine method of planning, or scriptures really. And I've talked about this before. And basically the sunshine method is where you just make like a semicircle here, and then you do rays from the sun, and each ray will be an interpretation of something. So in the middle of the semicircle, which represents the sun, you would put the scripture. So let's say, write the vision, make it plain. Then in the top ray, you will put the translation. So if the translation you want to study today is in the NLT, you write the NLT version of Write the Vision, Make It Plain. Then you'll write, how you can apply it. You can write what you learn from it, how to apply it, what you've observed. You can it's almost like the SOAP method, but it's just a little more interactive, because the sun is the sun indeed. So that's why I got this. I wanted to do something different and more creative in my downtime. Well, not downtime, but in my time that I spend with God. And then the last one that's honorable mention, it's near and dear to my heart. This is the scripture writing and reading journal by myself and my bestie Alicia. We have a scripture and writing reading group called Mary and Martha Plans, and our scripture that we lean on is so encourage each other and build each other up, just as you already are doing. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. So in this you have lined paper, and you have the day of the week that you can circle the scripture. So if it's Hebrews 11:1, you can put that there. Then you'll write the scripture, and if you want to decorate it all out, you can. And then whatever reflections that you have. One thing that I do like about this, with our scripture writing and reading plans, we typically try to do shorter scriptures. So you could possibly do like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So highlight those days, put the 3 scriptures, and then write the 3 scriptures out here. And then the same thing on this page. So however you want to use it, you can use it for daily, or you can use it for multiple days. You just work it out based on how your scriptures. And even if you're not doing the Mary and Martha Plan scripture writing or reading plan, this is a good journal for you to use for whatever type of scriptures that you plan to do today, tomorrow, and in the future. And so I will leave the link for this in the description box as well. Okay, love, so I have given you the tea on all the planners that I will be using in 2024. I hope that one or either all of the systems, as well as my honorable mentions that I have shown you in the video, have inspired you to get your planners all together for 2024. We're literally like 2 weeks or less away from a whole new year, and it's never too late to start. Even if you wait until January 15th, listen, just start. Even if you just use a notebook until you get the planners that you want, just start. Just start. The starting part is the easiest. Being consistent is the hardest. But at least you can say that you have stepped your foot out forward to start the process of planning and preparing for a better 2024. 2023 is just about out the door. We cannot change anything that we didn't plan for. We can't change anything that was unexpected. All we can do is learn from those things and prayerfully prepare for the worst and plan for the best. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, go ahead and give it another thumbs up if you haven't done it already. Click that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I upload any videos here on this channel that we call YouTube. And as well, I know some of my planner babes are so excited about seeing me bringing some planner content back, and I do plan on doing just a little bit more, not a lot, but if it's certain things that you would wish for me to share in regards to my planners and how I plan for the week or the month, and even me going on this new path of budget planning, let me know in the comments what you would like to see. That way I can put it on my list of content ideas and figure out the best way that I can share those things with you guys and make sure that I stay true and authentic to myself. So I hope you enjoyed. Again, peace and happy holidays.